just have some general questions. So if you could introduce yourself, let us know where you're from, and then express why you're interested in joining the CLSA.
For sure. My name is Omar. I'm from Toronto, Canada, Ontario specifically. Came to Bond 6 months ago. I really enjoyed the CLSA. It helped me really embrace who I was and kind of find a sense of belonging here at Bond and try to fit in with a new community and a new culture, and especially being in a new country. It's not always easy to kind of find a sense of belonging, and CLSA really helped me get that going. So that's kind of why when I joined CLSA is to really, like Kate was my buddy, I kind of want to preside that same mentorship over someone new and try to help them find their sense of belonging as well.
Okay, and also say which role you're running for, please.
Yeah, sorry. I'm running for social events director.
Okay, perfect.
Hi, my name is Anisha. I'm running for social events director, and I'm from Alberta. The reason why I would like to join the CLSA is because I'd love to be a part of a community that supports the larger, broader group of Canadian law students. And I feel that it is a fun and inclusive environment, and I'd love to be a part of that. I also think it's a great opportunity to be able to broaden my network and also build new friendships.
Hi, my name is Devinder, running for social events director, and the reason why is because I love CLSA. I've been on it for 2 semesters now. We're all far from home, and it's a great way to connect people, especially for semesters. We're walking in, showing them what they're going to expect later on. This being that light, as you can say, for them to trek through law school, make it easy for them.
My name is Devansh. I'm from Vancouver, Canada. I'm running for social events director as well. Why I want to join the CLSA, I think over the last 2 semesters I've been here, I think I've been really grateful for CLSA and Bond and the student community that they kind of created. And I think it would be nice to join or be a part of a group that kind of continues to give that type of energy to the newcomers.
Hi, my name is Laiva Brazil. I'm from Edmonton, Alberta. I'm in my 3rd semester. I'm joining the CLSA because again, being so far away from home hasn't been easy, and the CLSA has really helped with that. Like being at the events really helps me meet new Canadians, and I get to talk to people that are from the same city. So it just feels like being at home even though we're so far away. And I'm really keen on. I'm also marketing director. Sorry, I'm really keen on content creating and keeping all the Canadians at Bond updated.
Hi everyone, my name is Kate Trafford and I'm running for the Alumni Director position. I'm from Vancouver, British Columbia, and having been a part of the CLSA for the past 2 semesters, I have to say it's been such a meaningful experience for me. Not only have I made amazing friends along the way, but I've gotten to connect with the fellow students, all of you in this room, and also the faculty, and also our incredible alumnus population as well. And I truly just love and admire what the CLSA stands for, and like everyone said, it's a home away from home. It's for all of us Canadians to connect and foster that community, and I've been grateful to be a part of that, and I'm really excited to continue being a part of that again.
Hi guys, my name is Ryan. I'm from Toronto. I'm running for competitions director, and I think the main reason I'd like to be involved with the CLSA, as many of you know, I've been to many of the CLSA, LSA events. I found it's a really great way to expand my network, get involved. I love the Canadian student community here, and I'd just like to continue to contribute and help any way I can.
My name is Verlene. I'm in my 2nd sem and I'm running for competitions director. I'm running for it and wanting to be a part of the CLSA because of the community that it's a part of, and having been to both semesters events, I created a lot of great relationships, and I would like to be a part of creating those with the new sets coming in.
Hey guys, I'm Gurleen. I'm from Toronto and I'm running for secretary. I want to run for CLSA because I feel like it's a nice way for Canadians to have a community away from home. Majority of the people that I met have been through CLSA events or just meeting them on campus, and I'd love to be a friendly face to the newcomers.
my name is Venetia, and I'm from Vancouver, and I'm running for the secretary position. I want to join the Canadian Law Society because I value community, and with being in a law degree can be really intense, so having a support system is very important. So I want to help the Canadian Law Society create a supportive environment where newcomers and students who have been at law for a while can create connections that support them throughout their degree.
Hello, my name is Aline. I'm from Kelowna, BC, and I just want to join CLSA because I feel like when I first came to Vaughan, I felt all alone, coming straight out of high school, and I feel like I made new friends, and I think it kind of helped me with my transition straight from high school.
Perfect. Okay, so the next question is, can you describe the role? What was your role and what was the outcome? And we'll go right to left this time.
So back home, I worked as an admin and a receptionist at the hospital, and I feel like I was in charge of just coordinating with everyone, making sure everyone's included, and get feedback from people. And I feel like I was there as like a support system. So I feel like that kind of brought up my leadership skills, and there were plenty of times where I have kind of just like helped everyone with their stuff, like going along with mine, and I feel like that just developed my leadership skills.
Back at home, I used to run a couple clubs, and I also was a part of large fundraisers. So I feel like with those being my experiences, it really helped me gain like a scope of how organizations work and how important in being accurate with time tracking and how important organization and having attention to detail really is, especially in an organization where sometimes communication might not be as clear. So being a secretary role, like I feel like it would my main priority would be ensure to have everyone have clear communication and to ensure that everything's tracked properly and everyone's on track.
So I've had previous work experience both as sales associate and as a legal assistant before. And both are, sometimes they're very high stress. There's a lot that can come on, especially as a sales associate, there could be a rush, and you work as a team. But some things that I learned are how to manage my time, especially when there's a team and there's rushes, of course, like you kind of have to obligate tasks to certain people. And yeah, so that really taught me how to be like a leader in some sense.
Throughout my undergrad, I was a part of multiple clubs and the executive member on many of them, and one of them was being the executive member for the social events coordinating. So with that, a lot of planning, logistics, all that came into that. So that was super helpful in building my leadership skills and being able to coordinate all the judges and the panels that we were trying to get for those events.
Hey guys, so back in Canada, I was a police constable with the RCMP. I think that that exemplifies a lot of leadership and teamwork. Obviously, I was directly involved in the community, dealing with a lot of situations that require, working under pressure, communicating with, diverse community members and stakeholders. So I was involved in quite a few initiatives where I had to work alongside, obviously, my colleagues as well as other stakeholders, and I think that really exemplifies my teamwork. As far as leadership goes, I think I was fortunate enough in my role to really make a difference in a lot of people's lives on a daily basis, which was something that was really rewarding. So I think those are qualities I can kind of translate into being part of the CLSA and competitions director.
I'd have to say for me, on top of being the alumni director the past couple semesters, back home in Canada, I was a practice assistant at a law firm. And I definitely have to say those skills that I've learned in that role has been transferable in my alumni role in the past 2 semesters, because in the practice assistant role, I was working with a lot of litigators, and as we know, it is quite a demanding job working with the courts and everything. So I'd say in that role, I've learned a lot about time management, which is quite transferable in the alumni role too, as we do have to meet weekly deadlines or even daily deadlines leading up to certain events. So I'd say that's definitely something that I've transferred over. And in terms of leadership, again, in a practice assistant role, you have that duty to delegate various jobs and tasks to other people within the team and also keep them updated in terms of what you're doing so everyone's on the same page. And I do feel that in the alumni role, it's important to, especially in a team setting in the CLSA, to keep everyone updated in terms of what you're doing and what you hope to gain out of that position as well. So I'd say that is something that I'll be continuing bringing on towards the team.
Aside from experience back from Canada, I joined the MSA, which is a Muslim Student Association here at Bond in my first semester, and I was their social media and marketing director for 2 semesters. I learned a lot of content creating in that, made a lot of posters for social events, had a lot of engagement with students. Anytime something would come on Instagram, we would respond to them. Always kept everyone updated with whether that be religious events or any dinners that we were having. I love content creating, and I have a pretty good experience with new technology, and I believe that would be that would help me with working with the CLSA and their marketing side of it. And when it comes to team, I've worked with different types of people in the MSA, and that has helped me just gain new insight on how students like to be engaged, what is visually pleasing to students, what catches attention, and how more people come to more events. I've learned a lot from my friends in the MSA.
Perfect. I think mine is similar to others as well. Like it comes from my undergrad time, and in my undergrad, I was able to be an events coordinator at some groups and clubs within. And then I think my main work comes from doing a nonprofit organization that we had found outside of school. And from there, I was an events director and coordinator. Had teams of about 5 to 10 people at many times. I think that very much helps in the position that I'm going for. And then I think a little bit for leadership or more time management skills. I think like my time as a junior assistant at a law firm and stuff has really helped me stay on right timetables and stuff.
Just in the past 2 semesters, especially the first semester, I was first term being secretary. There was multiple times where people couldn't make it, and just being there and stepping up, taking up that role and helping them out is a way that I hope our team. Filling in office hours in that semester was a big thing where people couldn't make it due to other commitments. Helping that out, and then also from back home, running a business from here and still operating back in Canada is a big thing. Managing your time is critical for that. As due dates come, if something's not replied to as fast, things just fall apart. And just managing that from here just explains how I can organize myself, manage my time and all that.
A time where teamwork had been important and also memorable for me was when I was working as a clerk in Big Law, and there was a moment when one of the lawyers was going to court, which is not typical. And as a clerk, we had to work together as a team with the other clerks to ensure that all documents for that lawyer was absolutely flawless. It was very high pressure. It was a very high pressure moment, but it was a memorable moment for me because it helped me become more open to being reliant on other team members and also being a reliable team member. So that showed how effective and important teamwork is.
Yeah, so kind of similar to what the others here on the panel had to say. Back home in Toronto, I was part of the student law network at Toronto Metropolitan University for 2 years. More specifically here at Bond as well, I'm part of Bond Municipal Society as their marketing director, alongside other students. So our day-to-day is kind of managing posts and creating posts, engaging with students, responding directly to the universities such as Griffith as well. And so a lot of my leadership transfers from those skills I learned from these different organizations.
Can you just